Alright, grab a piece of paper. I'm about to make you incredibly happy. So I was 19 when I earned a substantial amount of money for somebody who worked a regular job. I worked at a news organization. I remember getting a press release one day from a shoe company. Well, the press release aside, but it had a really tiny shoe as part of their PR merchandise. I remember holding on to that shoe because it looked so cute. I had a softboard. I pinned that shoe onto the softboard with a little printout that I took which said, "Tiny steps, big goals." Under that, I remember printing out, "I want to earn 1 crore rupees this year." Now, maybe it was the fact that I was 19 and the fact that everyone thought it was nice to encourage somebody who was that old who had a dream that big. Maybe it was the fact that I was irreverent and I didn't really care what people around me thought because that was my goal. I'm not entirely sure what really played in my favor, but I think the fact that I looked at that single piece of paper every single morning made me realize that I needed to do something to change what I wanted versus what my reality was. The reality was the fact that I had a nice job, I was on television, I was doing a great show, but I was earning about 35,000 rupees a month. But that money added nowhere close to what I really wanted in life. That's where the miracles began to happen. Now, because I had set a very specific target-oriented goal, I knew that my brain was constantly finding a way to sort of really get there. Incredibly enough, the company I worked at became a public listed company, and I was suddenly at the age of 19 opened up to this brand new world of ESOPs and shares and equity and whatnot. So I'd be this little boy who'd be running all around the CNN office and the CNBC TV 18 office, and maybe age was really a big factor because everyone I met kept giving me a tremendous amount of advice on what I should be investing, which stock I should be buying, what I should be selling and when. Now, I'm not saying I made anywhere close to the amount that I wanted, but I made a ridiculous amount of money for a kid who was really just chilling in an office and hosting shows. Now, the reason behind telling you this story is because this is something I've been doing since I was literally 19 years old. I can testify, it's a beautiful method and it works brilliantly. I've literally made all of my friends, colleagues, the people close to me do this. Today I want to share this with you. Think about it. What is it that I really want? How many of us really take the time out to write out what we truly desire in life? If I had to put down one line that would describe my life, what would it be? The secret to achieving your goals is to first identify them. Shamelessly, bravely, and confidently. This is where the piece of paper comes in. What do I really want? Do I want a really big house? Do I want to drive a certain kind of car? Do I want to spend my life with somebody I love? Do I perhaps like promiscuity? What are the professional markers I really want to achieve? Or perhaps my happiness lies in rather quiet and understated markers in my own personal life. Whatever it is, you need to know your goals. Here's what you're going to do. Bring out that piece of paper, spend about 5 minutes, think about what is it that you really truly want. Not in the moment, not momentarily. What is the larger outcome of your life? There's a big difference between goals and outcomes. A goal is what you want at the moment. An outcome is the larger story of your life. Am I chasing fame? Am I chasing accolades? Am I chasing money? Is it something academic that I want? Or perhaps maybe I just want 100,000 followers on Instagram. Whatever it is you really want, but be honest to the list that you're about to make. And while you're about to start on this list, I want to tell you about why your goals have to be SMART. Now, I don't just mean to say that in a manner of speaking, I really mean SMART. S-M-A-R-T, SMART. These goals have to be specific, they have to be measurable, they have to be achievable, they have to be relevant, and of course, they have to be extremely tangible. If any of your goals fill these 5 criteria, it is a goal to really put down at the moment in that list. The reason to really do this is because a lot of us don't really take the time to find out what is it that we really want. We're often getting stuck in the mundaneness of life, just simply going with the flow. We're not really working towards what we really want. We're not really able to achieve our targets because we don't know what they are. If I don't know my destination, I'm not going to know which direction to drive my car in. Now, I've done this exercise various times in my life, and I've realized that the points in my life I felt really stagnated is when I've just gone with the flow without truly knowing what I'm working towards. And while it's good to sort of throw caution to the wind, and while it is good to sort of take life as it comes, I think it's very important to understand that there is a certain purpose to your life and you need to find it. What makes you truly happy? Take 5 minutes, jot this down. They say luck is preparation meeting the moment of opportunity. Let's get you lucky then. Here is part 2 of this task. Go out and share this list with the people you love. For the simple reason that A, you're going to be able to hold yourself accountable to what you really put down so that you can work in that direction. B, If you're too afraid to admit what you really want, how are you going to be able to work towards it? Remember, if you want to be the lion of the jungle, you have to learn how to roar. Now, if you spend enough time to really think about what you really want, alright, don't get carried away in the spur of the moment. If you don't want the new BMW, don't write it down. Really write the stuff which is important to the core of who you are. If you really put your mind to it, you're going to realize that your actual list of things that you really, truly desire perhaps isn't very long. If I share my list with you, I have literally 3 things that I want today. I want to buy another house in Mumbai, which has got a really big terrace, alright, that would make me really happy. I want to go out and host a really big network show, and I want to start acting. So 3 things. Now I've given myself a time frame for all of these things, and that's important because I have to have a deadline for what I really want, because that way I know exactly what to work towards and at what speed. So go out, make this list, take your time with it. It has to truly, naturally, organically come to you, alright? Write to me in a few weeks and tell me how you've been doing. Every corporate organization works with KRAs, which are key result areas. What is the KRA of your life? Write it down, define it. Tell me how it goes, alright? The Be Happy Project, because joy is essential.